My name is Tan Zamin and my matrix number is 180353. So I've watched the video on urban evolution, the video on street art, and now I'm going to answer a few questions. The first question is, what are some of the views expressed by the people in the video about street art, and how did they feel about street art? Zoe from Urban Sprawl Tours said that people at first were pretty scared of it, but now most people, the council included, is quite supportive of street art. This is because more people are realizing that these arts are actually a tourist attraction of Melbourne, and it adds something really interesting to the city. A British tourist, Michael, said that he enjoys street art as long as it's not vandalism. A street artist going by the name of SFIY also states that people enjoy street art when it is good and not a form of vandalism. Nelly, a student, felt that street art is very colorful, vibrant, and different. A local, John, feels that it's great and the street art colors up the darker parts of the city. So next I'm going to summarize the video content by identifying the main ideas and specific details. So the main idea of the video is to show how street art has changed from what people treated as ugly scrolls into a form of art that is now a tourist attraction in Melbourne. It was regarded by the Melbourne City Council as a form of vandalism, as shown during the Commonwealth Games in 2006, where many laneways in the city were wiped clean. Following that, many street artists were even charged with criminal offence and put to jail. Recently, however, the council has changed its attitude towards street art and even encouraged street art by setting up the Street Arts Commission, where street artists can conduct street art at certain areas without it being considered as graffiti. So the next question is, do you think this type of art has a message, or is it merely a work of art? Explain your view. Okay. So to me, street art is actually not just a work of art. Like all types of art, it contains a message. And this message is a message that the artists unintentionally left. The result of art, we tend to show what the artists were feeling when they were doing the art, because this is how art works. We need to search for the meaning ourselves instead of getting what the artist were trying to convey directly from the artist. Because how an art is, whether it is interesting or exciting, depends on individuals. Just like saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It is different for everybody. So, the next question, in your opinion, what inspires artists to create such artwork? In my opinion, I think passion is the biggest inspiration to artists to create such artwork. And this is because all of us, from when we were young, made some form of art, from sketches to scribbles. We tend to make art whenever we are bored and such. But it is passion that led these artists to continue creating these artworks from young. They continue to do art until now. So next, interest is also another factor which inspires them to make street art, because I think artists might differ in interest in what type of art they like to do. If they're interested in painting, they will do painting. If they're interested in oil painting, they will do oil painting. And if they're interested in street art, like these street artists, they will proceed to create street art. So what do I think of street art? Does it bring positive or negative impacts to individuals and the society? Support my answer with 3 examples. Okay, so I think street art is great, to be honest. I think it brings positive impact to the individuals that does street art and the society, as long as they are not vandalism. This is because any form of art actually makes us creative and innovative. For example, even if we try to imitate some art, we will always try to add something original to make it our own. I also think that street artists have a chance to show the talent through street art. For example, street art galleries, talented street artists might get scouted by talent scout and get a chance to be famous. And then they have a chance to show their art to more people. I also think it brings a good impact to the society, as art can amaze someone to street art. The society can feel amazed. So if, say, the society walks around the city, they can feel inspired too, and maybe they too will want to pursue in street arts. Thank you.